Hello everyone, this is Jordan with a new installment of my video blog. Jordan! Okay, now that we got past our introductions, however awkward they may have been, we can begin with today's episode. Well, I think I'm going to devote today completely towards answering fan mail that I have received from the other videos by fans, and they've asked me questions. Some of them have told me about their lives and what I mean to them and how I've influenced them over the past few videos. I handpicked a few questions from my fan mail that I can read and then answer for you guys. So here it goes. First email says, it's from a fan. I won't give out his email address. I don't have any information about who it is. So, but anyway, it says, hello, I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you. And I want to know how many times you change clothes per day. How many times I change clothes? Well, that's a really great question. It's sort of personal. I don't mind answering. I don't want people to judge me based on how often or how little I change clothes. Usually, I will sleep in casual clothes that I've worn throughout the day. So I don't change into pajamas. That's not to say I always wear clothes for longer than a day. But usually I'll wake up in what I'm going to wear at least that morning. So it's jeans, a t-shirt. I have a pair of shorts. Sometimes I wear those. Those are comfy. But as far as an average, let's say there's 7 days in a week, I change clothes probably 5 times. So that's a little over 1 time per day. And, with my sleep schedule, it sort of works out. Thank you for asking that question. I really had fun answering it. So here's my next one. Hi, Jordan. Hi. I once ran over a dog in my vehicle. Is that really bad? I felt guilty, but I think it was a satanic dog. Did I do a good thing? Well, yes and no. It's never a good thing. It doesn't ever feel good. It's just to kill an animal. And you have these feelings of guilt, like you're saying. And you have to realize that it's sort of your fault, but really it's the dog's fault for walking in front of you. And there's not much that you can do. There's not many ways to react to that safely. So sometimes, yeah, you have to kill an animal. The good part about that is that it was a satanic dog. I don't know how you might have determined that. Hello. No. Oh. Hey, I'm doing a video. Okay. This hoodie cost $8.88. That's what that phone call was about. So I guess somebody's trying to guilt me out of my hoodie or something. I don't know. I'll deal with it later. Anyway, the good part about killing the dog is that it probably might have been a satanic dog. A lot of times satanic dogs will walk in front of the street as part of a ritual process, either a ritual suicide or as part of a satanic, activity. Sometimes satanic animals are sort of led by other animals to their demise. So what may have happened in your case is there was, say, like a Shih Tzu that was leading the ritual, hypnotized the dog that you hit, and then forced it to cross the street. That could be really bad because then you're actually helping Satan. If you did, on the other hand, kill a satanic dog that followed Satan of its own free will, then obviously that's a good thing. But see, the problem is that even if you kill a satanic animal, that animal's demon soul will still exist. So you've killed the body, but you haven't killed the actual evil part. So, it's a good thing, I guess. But It says, you once ran over a dog. Is that really bad? Not really. A lot of people kill dogs, and it's not that big a deal. Next question. I'm writing this from Israel. Oh, wow. You are the second coming of Jesus Christ. What can I do to worship you? Wow. Well, first of all, I'm honored that you would see me as the next Jesus. And I have thought this for a long time, and sort of the pieces are coming together, and that it is true that I am the second coming of Jesus. The best way to worship me is to keep me in your mind at all times. Imagine me over your head from behind, whispering advice and guidance to you. And if you could actually just think of me and think of a good feeling and sort of project it into my bubble, my Christ-like sphere, my aura. And what that helps me with is I need the good vibes, and it will help me with my journey of bringing God back to earth, and also for our passage through Judgment Day and whatnot, which I have not really thought about very much, but it's going to be crazy. Next question. I read some of your stories and they changed my life. What did you mean when you said the Pope is fighting a war on television? That part confused me. Well, it sounds like I'm saying that the Pope is fighting a war on television. Really, he's fighting a war on television. So it's difficult to read that and to understand exactly what I mean. Basically, the Pope uses television as a tool to fight demons. And he does this by arranging commercials into a pattern where a viewer, as he skips around and finds the right show he wants to watch, will receive tiny snippets of information. And it's unconscious, it's subconscious information that they get almost like a hypnotic state. And what it does is it protects you, and it protects your soul. The Pope's ultimate goal, of course, would be to kill the Antichrist. The Antichrist is a lot better at using television. You could say it's like sort of his specialty. So the Pope has it really cut out for him. You'll know that you're being attacked by the Antichrist when you watch television, when you lose focus and these images flash in your brain one after the other of hell and demons and our future in hell. And so if you're ever watching TV and you sort of zone out, which I don't recommend, you have to stay alert when you watch TV, and then you suddenly start getting these imprintations of fire and sulfur and suffering and screaming, you'll know that's the Antichrist. However, if you're watching and the Pope is influencing you, that's a little more subtle. Mostly he just needs to be in your head in order to protect you, as if he was in the back of your mind. And so a lot of his tactics are purely hypnotic and subconscious. So I hope that explains things for you. Next question. I'm a Floridian man who wants to copy your journey towards being famous. What's the first step? Well, the first step to being famous is getting a large audience and making sure they recognize you. That's easy to do for me. It's always been easy. I have a lot of strategies for just making as many people look at me at once. That can be to either just yelp in public or create some sort of distraction that will lead their gaze onto you. And once they see your face and once they associate that with your brand and your message, all of a sudden it's like a snowball effect. More and more people through word of mouth discover who you are, and soon you're a household name. So that first step is yelping in public. And then from then on, you can move to performances and such, either demonstrations or actual displaying art or artwork or performing a skit, in a public place. And eventually, the snowball effect, you'll have millions of followers, and they basically do whatever you want, whatever you ask them. So that's nice. What is your favorite food to eat at a party? Appetizers, drinks, etc. Pizza pockets. I don't know. That sounds sort of lame, but I've always liked pizza pockets ever since my mom made it for me and my buds when we were jamming to video games. Pizza pockets. They're actually small. They're pizza bites. Pizza pockets are pretty disgusting. I heard you drink a lot. Is that true, and why do you do it? I do drink a lot, and I drink to numb the pain and to forget. See, I have post-traumatic stress disorder since my training with the CIA, and everything, like every stimulation from cars driving by to TV sounds, especially fireworks, make me extremely, incredibly disturbed. And so the only way to stop that and to fight it is to drink. And I do that every day. It's like a self-medicating routine I have. I don't recommend doing it. There's a lot of risks involved. I personally, because of my CIA training, won't find myself in harm. I know how to avoid the dangers. I don't recommend it. But yeah, I drink to forget. So that's the fan mail that I answered today. I hope you liked it, and I hope you keep watching my videos. Until next time.